Beep, let's do this. LUI, salute you wherever you is on a daily basis. This here is Mr. Flexitron Sean Rodden, my personal friend on Facebook, so I salute him on a daily. What he's doing on this picture right here is signing the very contract of Mr. Olympia 2016. Usually, these athletes do not even show pictures about it because everybody does it. Duh, it's business as usual. But this year, it is an unusual year in a sense. As you guys know, Greene is not actually confirming or basically refuting the fact that he will sign it or not. We don't know. As a matter of fact, the only statement, well, if you consider that a statement, because as I said, you ask Kai a question about what is the color of the sky, and he will give you a Shakespeare text in a sense, right? He is that poetic in a sense, or philosophical or dogmatic. I don't know. Anyway, he did not give a proper answer. So the content is pretty much the same as usual. And which brings me to today. This was April 23rd. Today, though, I published a very random video, which I'll share with you guys real quick, so you comprehend what I'm talking about. So this is it.
From nowhere, comes into the top 3 after placing 8th place 1 year ago and not even in the top 10 2 years ago.
Scott Welch of Muscle Tech.
And Jim Levroni in 3rd place, 40,000.
So,
Universal Supplements.
Out of nowhere, comes into the top 3.
Out of nowhere, they're talking about Jay Cutler 2001, one of the most marvelous conditions he came in. And they are right, he came from nowhere. He was a youngster. As a matter of fact, he was 8th the year before, and prior to that he was not even in the top 10. He was not there. This guy was a nobody. Well, he is a youngster. And it was like the 3rd year of the reign of Ronnie Coleman back then. But truth needs to be told, it was not the best version of the reigning Mr. Olympia, Ronnie Coleman. The thing is, the IFBB cannot go ahead and give you the title just like that because you showed up 1 year your own. They need to be sure of you. Since 1984, the days of Lee Haney, they love legacies. They love long reigns. They love winning sprees, right? Lee Haney won 8 years in a row. And then came Dorian Yates, who won actually 6 years in a row. And then, as you guys know, Ronnie Coleman 8 times, and so on and so forth. As a matter of fact, the last Olympia of Lee Haney was also controversial. Dorian was very good in 1991, but politics, right? Usually you need to knock the Mr. Olympia, and Lee Haney was good enough to retain his title for the 8th time in a row. Now, in this year, actually, Jay Cutler got mad because indeed he was good. He could have won, and in my opinion, he should have won 2001. He was mad, so he did not come in 2002. He said, damn you, IFBB, I'll only compete in Arnold Classic. I'm not going to compete in the O. And that was a bad move. They hated that. And they waited a long time to be sure of him. So they gave him the title. When Ronnie was admittedly injured at the end. And truthfully, Jay was on prior to that. But policies are policies. That's what's up. And this actually reminds me of actually Greene. Let's go to another post actually just posted right now. So this was a little exchange actually about that same video between me and Phil Heath. So Phil Heath told me, bro, there is a huge story behind Coleman's physique that year, meaning 2001. Jay looked incredible for sure, which in fact helped him more by placing 2nd because he had finally arrived and stayed relevant for over a decade in the top 2, which is true. They need to be sure of you. They don't like guys winning like 1 year and the other there's another one. No, they love legacies. And this is what's up. So my answer was something like this. Indeed, well, technically, they had to be sure that he is a reliable asset. IFBB love legacies and long winning sprees. The fact that he missed 2002 was a bad signal to them as well, which in a sense reminds me of Greene 2015. that move was a terrible decision that will strengthen ever more so your reign, right? And Jay Cutler actually spoke about this in a video this year. He said, bro, the fact that Kai Greene skipped 2015 Mr. Olympia, it was a very bad signal, and IFBB will never forgive him for that, right? And that's why probably most likely this year, in my reckoning, if you ask me what is luimarco's opinion about him being in Mr. Olympia, I think he will not be in Mr. Olympia. And the first dude who said that is Jay Cutler, right? Because he knows what's up, he knows the policy. The thing is, you guys, I don't know, even Jay Cutler, for him to lose to Dexter Jackson 2008, he has to be really off. He had wrinkles in his lower back, he was watery, he was bloated, he was off, right? And then same goes with Phil Heath. He came injured in the left bicep, was all blue, right? That's what's up. IFBB is an institution. They need an ambassador for this multi-billion-dollar industry. They cannot give it to a guy and they're not sure about that guy. If it will be a good ambassador, if it is unstable. And Kai Greene, unfortunately, and he knows it, he's smart about it, he is really smart about it. He knows that what he had done last year, the fact that he comes few days before Mr. Olympia and he cries on social media, contacting social media prior to them, like, am I gonna be there? And saying something that was most likely not true. He said, they don't want to let me compete, which was not true because he did not take the freaking pen and sign it, right? So that's what's up. Do you think they will forgive him? And even if he comes in a tremendous condition this year, do you think they will give him that? No. They would absolutely be somehow, in my opinion, bitter about what happened last year. And he was the biggest threat to Phil Heath. So technically this year, I'm not expecting Kai Greene to be anywhere close Las Vegas. He might go there to a movie premiere like he has done last year. He went to the premiere movie of C.T. Fletcher, but he was not in the IFBB Mr. Olympia. And this year, if you ask me, it will be the exact same thing. And Phil Heath is absolutely happy about it if you ask me. That's what's up.